You are watching a 14-year-old girl being dragged out of the emperor's room. She's not walking. Two servants pull her by the arms. Her feet drag across marble. Her eyes are open, but no one is inside. 3 days ago, she laughed in the room next to yours. This morning, they called her name. Now she's empty. A servant sees you watching, grabs your arm, pulls you back into your room. Don't look, never look, and when they come for you, don't fight. Rome, 39 AD. You are 14. You've been in the Garden of Venus for 6 days. You just learned what happens when girls get summoned. Your father called it a privilege. Your mother cried. The neighbors watched with envy as you rode toward the palace. No one told you the truth. No one said the most powerful man in the world runs a system like a factory. He writes girls' names on tablets, notes their ages and looks, and calls them one by one to his room. They do not come back the same. This is what Caligula did, the scariest part. No one stopped him. Not the senators, not the guards, not the parents who handed their daughters over. Everyone knew. Everyone stayed quiet. But first, understand how a monster is made. Caligula was manufactured. 19 AD. A 7-year-old boy runs through a military camp in a tiny soldier's uniform and little red boots. The men adore him. They call him Caligula, Little Boots. He is the son of Germanicus, Rome's greatest general. He brings them luck. He does not know what comes next. A year later, his father dies. Official story, illness. Whispered truth, poison ordered by Emperor Tiberius. At age 8, the machine starts destroying his family. His mother is dragged away, accused of treason, starved in exile. His oldest brother is imprisoned, so hungry he eats stuffing from his mattress. His second brother is exiled and tortured until he smashes his own head against a wall. Caligula watches them erased, one by one. By 31 AD, he is the last one left. He is 19, the sole survivor. Then a summons. Tiberius wants him on Capri. Historians describe Capri as a house of horrors. Tiberius turned the island into a fortress of depravity far from Rome's eyes. Teenage Caligula arrives. He knows Tiberius murdered his family. He cannot show it. One wrong look means death. For 6 years, he watches, studies, and learns how to break people from a master of cruelty. Suetonius writes, "There never was a better servant or a worse master." 37 AD. Tiberius dies, some say naturally, others say smothered by Caligula. The hostage becomes emperor. Rome rejoices. They think they have the son of Germanicus. They have no idea. For 7 months, all is perfect. Caligula frees prisoners, hosts games, gives money. Then, a severe fever. When he recovers, he is different. Something inside has shattered. Rome is about to see what he learned. Imperial officials begin to travel. They visit rich homes and poor. They are not recruiting soldiers. They seek 3 things: age, beauty, purity, girls between 12 and 16, virgins. Suetonius notes Caligula inspected them as a slave dealer examines merchandise. Records are kept on wax tablets, names, ages, appearances. This is not impulsive. It is inventory management, human beings logged like grain. The system is efficient. Officials travel in pairs with imperial seals. They have quotas. They count girls delivered. This is not chaos. It is bureaucracy. Dozens of functionaries process lives with detached duty. Families do not resist. Honor is everything. Selection is called a privilege. Parents dress daughters in white braid hair with flowers. Some mothers weep silently as the carriage leaves. Loud tears would imply the honor is not an honor. They swallow their doubt and let their daughters go. They call it the Garden of Venus. It sounds beautiful, a place of poetry and music. It is a prison. But a dungeon looks like a dungeon. This looks like paradise. Silk curtains, soft beds, thick perfume, exotic foods, smiling servants. Everything is beautiful. Everything is wrong. This creates cognitive dissonance. Your senses say paradise, your instincts scream trap, your mind cracks. The girls cannot leave their rooms. They cannot contact home. They do not know the day. They just wait days, weeks, no explanations, no warnings, only footsteps at night, stopping at a door, a girl taken. In the morning, she is quieter, emptier, or gone. Servants watch everything. Tears are reported. Whispers documented. If two girls befriend each other, they are separated. Connection breeds resistance. Isolation is by design. The waiting is torture. Psychologist Martin Seligman later called it learned helplessness. When nothing you do changes your situation, you stop trying. First you fight, then you realize fighting is useless, then you stop feeling. The girls are broken by luxury that feels wrong, kindness that hides cruelty, uncertainty that never ends. By the time Caligula calls them, most have surrendered. That is the point. Caligula wants more. He wants to break everyone. Historian Cassius Dio describes imperial banquets, marble halls filled with senators, generals, governors. They eat, drink, pretend all is normal. Caligula rises. He walks between tables, examines wives as he did the girls. He selects one, takes her hand, leads her away. Her husband sits, does nothing. What can he do? Object, and his family is dead by morning. So he drinks his wine, makes small talk, waits. 20 minutes. 30, everyone pretends not to hear. Once, Senator Valerius Asiaticus watches Caligula take his wife. When she returns, Caligula describes what happened in graphic detail, rates her performance, tells jokes. Asiaticus smiles, nods, thanks him. Some humiliations are unforgettable. 3 years later, Asiaticus helps plan Caligula's assassination. The evil is complicity. Sit at that table, do nothing, and you are guilty. You cannot expose the emperor without exposing yourself. Suetonius says Caligula would loan palace girls to senators, a trap. Accept and you participate. Refuse and you insult him. Tyranny works through shame, making everyone too dirty to point fingers. Senators went home, kissed their children, pretended to be honorable men. They knew. Caligula knew they knew. That knowledge was a chain. Every machine has a flaw. Caligula forgot the guards. The Praetorian Guard stood inches from him daily, armed and lethal. One officer, Cassius Chaerea, was a respected veteran. He had a high-pitched voice. Caligula found this hilarious. Every day when Chaerea asked for the military password, Caligula gave him humiliating words. Venus, kiss me. Soldiers smirked. Day after day, month after month. Caligula thought Chaerea would endure it. He miscalculated. Senators had families to protect. A soldier has a sword. Caligula taught him life under this emperor was not worth living. January 24, 41 AD. Caligula walks through an underground corridor beneath a theater. It is narrow, dim. Chaerea waits in shadows. Caligula approaches. Chaerea asks for the password. Caligula smirks, begins a joke he never finishes. Chaerea screams, "Take this," and drives his sword up under Caligula's ribs. Conspirators swarm. 30 stab wounds. They do not stop until he is a ruin. 4 years of terror released in 60 seconds, but they are not done. They kill his wife. They find his 2-year-old daughter. A soldier grabs the child, smashes her head against a marble wall. No heirs, no revenge. The machine consumed its creator. The new emperor, Claudius, faces a problem. The girl's still in the Garden of Venus. Acknowledge what happened and Rome's shame is exposed. Families would demand justice. The system would unravel. He chooses silence. The girls are sent home quietly with gifts, gold, silk, jewels, not compensation, bribes, payment for amnesia. Most families take the deal. Their daughter is damaged goods. Silence is the only hope. But the girls do not forget. Some never let anyone touch them again. They flinch at footsteps, need a lamp to sleep, wake screaming for decades. Families pretend not to hear. Some stop speaking entirely, sit by windows, stare at walls. The physician Galen, a century later, described symptoms in women after traumatic captivity: loss of speech, inability to eat, deadness behind the eyes. He did not name the garden, but it fits. One woman did not speak of the palace for 50 years. On her deathbed, she told her granddaughter. The granddaughter wrote it down, burned most, but fragments survived. Copied by monks, hidden in libraries. That is how we know. Claudius burned Caligula's records, the tablets, the ledgers. Our histories come from fragments, memories, rumors. Imagine what was lost. Imagine what was so disturbing even Romans who watched arena deaths wanted it erased. The Garden of Venus is gone, buried under centuries. Archaeologists find a mosaic, a perfume bottle. Rome wanted to forget, but you cannot erase what people carry inside. You cannot kill memory. The girl dragged from the emperor's room was real. History did not record her name. She was a number on a tablet, inventory used and discarded, but she existed. She had dreams, a family, a life. Someone loved her. That is what empires do. They turn people into numbers, lives into inventory. They build systems so efficient no one feels responsible. Officials followed orders. Guards did their jobs. Senators protected families. Parents accepted an honor. Everyone had an excuse. The machine kept running. Caligula was not stopped by morality or justice or an outraged people. He was stopped by one soldier, humiliated once too often. If Caligula had been more patient, more afraid, the machine would have kept running. How long? We will never know. The lesson echoes. Systems of cruelty do not fall because they are evil. They fall by accident, by one person breaking at the right moment. The rest of the time they run, consuming lives, creating silence, waiting for someone to say, enough. The garden operated 4 years. 4 years of girls processed like inventory. 4 years of senators broken. 4 years of parents handing over daughters. If not for one mocked soldier, it could have been 40 years, 400. The machine does not care how long it runs. It just runs. These stories matter, not because they are ancient history, but because they are blueprints, used again and again. Different faces, different places, same machine. The only thing that stops it is someone who refuses to stay quiet. We do not sanitize history. We show what happened, because the past is not dead. It waits in the dark, waiting for someone to remember.